This was a hate rally. Mm-hmm. This was not just a presidential rally. This was also not just a campaign rally. I think it's very important for people to understand that these are mini January 6 rallies. These are mini Stop the Steal rallies. These are rallies to prime an electorate into rejecting the results of an election if it doesn't go the way that they want.
Guys, I want to come back to you. I want to bring you a video showing you just how much the left has lost their shit. Again, every damn time we turn around, there's something wrong. I mean, something majorly wrong. Like, oh, you can't say that because that means you're sexist or racist or whatever. Yet you can't say that. You can't do that. And again, they attack comedy. They attack everything you say. You can't make fun of anything if it's to do with black or brown or women or whatever. You can't make fun of it. Now, they can make fun all day long of white conservative Christian men. All day long. But you can't say a damn thing, don't you think about it, about anyone else. Guys, I'm going to put up the full 2-minute clip of AOC on MSNBC, and then I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with the what happened the other night at the Trump rally. Watch.
This was a hate rally. Mm-hmm. This was not just a presidential rally. This was also not just a campaign rally. I think it's very important for people to understand that these are mini January 6 rallies. These are mini Stop the Steal rallies. These are rallies to prime an electorate into rejecting the results of an election if it doesn't go the way that they want. Because Donald Trump and that entire cadre of people up on that stage, Stephen Miller, etc., do not respect the law of the United States of America. And they either want to win this election or they are using rhetoric of taking it by force. Mm-hmm. That is what they mean, and that's what they're doing when they are inciting violence and hatred against Latinos, against Black Americans, against Americans who don't have children, you have J.D. Vance literally talking about watering down people's right to vote, depending on if they can viably carry a child or not. We have to understand how unhinged this campaign has gotten, and the only reason that the rhetoric has gotten this far is precisely because they are trying to prime the kind of froth that led up to the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Mm-hmm. And so it's very important that we connect those dots. And right now the campaign is scrambling and they're trying to blame this rhetoric on a so-called comedian. This is not a comedian. This is the Trump campaign. They invited this rhetoric on their stage for a reason. It was a chorus of speakers on that campaign for a reason. It was vetted, and they knew exactly who was going to say what before they went on. And so the only backtracking that they're doing right now is just because tens of thousands of Puerto Ricans happen to live in Philadelphia, Florida, Michigan, Wisconsin, and also the several swing seats in the House of Representatives that run through the state of New York, and they're just realizing that they might have made a big error by saying out loud what they're thinking.
Why would Trump and why would his folks be concerned about priming anything? I mean, again, they're winning. Unless something major happens, they've won. It's over with. Again, I think Polymarket said a few hours back, maybe when I looked at it last, that, Trump was 66% or something like that of winning, chance of winning. And Kamala Harris said like 33.5. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. She's not going to win. And again, I probably shouldn't be that certain about it, but again, it's most likely she's not going to win. And again, these people like AOC, they're scrambling. And again, they're wanting you to believe that that the Republicans are racist and Trump is racist and everything. And again, why? Because they had nothing left. Again, they're out there throwing the Hail Mary. I mean, they know. You know what? Guess what? We got to do something. We got to pass the ball. We got to try to score in some way. Because again, we're losing. And again, so what AOC is doing is she's getting on MSNBC and she's virtue signaling and showing everyone how good she is and how moral she is. And she's not. She's not at all. But again, that's what she's trying to pass off. Why? Because again, they had nothing else. They have nothing else to do. And I think the Republicans, they can like this too, because they understand that, there's a week until the election. And guess what? They're going to spend a majority of this time, the Democrats are, talking about this, getting offended over this, whatever. I mean, I guess it's not real. And what J.D. Vance was talking about with women being cat ladies and not having kids and everything, not having the importance of a good, stable political future. This country is, you have more of a kind of a need to have that. You're more concerned about that if you have kids. And I think everyone knows that. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. I mean, again, if you have kids, you understand that you think about the future differently now than what you did before kids. And again, that is 100% certain. Again, I'm always thinking to myself, do I have enough insurance? Do I have enough this? You think differently. I mean, again, you might hold off on something or not worry about something or whatever before kids. And after kids, you're like, no, I'm going to make sure this is taken care of and done or whatever. Again, you're more, if you have 50 cats, and again, I'm not making fun of cat ladies, but if you have 50 cats, I don't care if you do or not. I mean, knock yourself out. But the fact of the matter is, again, you're not concerned about the future. You're not concerned about again, Mrs. Ticklesby over there is going to shit in her litter box and, scratch the couch all up and eat, her food. I mean, they're not going to do anything. They're not going to become something. They're not going to have to worry about the how politically stable the country is. And that's all, J.D. Vance was trying to say. But, guys, I want to show you the three kind of top jokes that really pissed people like AOC off and offended the hell out of them. Watch.
It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay. All right. Okay. We're getting there.
Over there, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Again, that was a joke. Again, majority of people, they don't believe that Puerto Rico is an island made of trash. They don't. Because, again, it's not. It's not. It is a joke. Again, well, what's said about white conservative Christian men? Those aren't jokes. Again, they're not. It's not true. but they're not meant with a jokey attitude. But again, if you say something about anyone else, especially if you're white, yeah, I mean, even a joke, they will try to get you taken apart.
This cool black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome.
That was the second of the 3 jokes that caused most of the controversy. And that was pretty good. And that was pretty good. And, you know, that kind of reminded me of something. One time, years ago, I was involved in the men's group. And in the men's group, it was online. And these men were from the Northeast. And I was the only one from the South. The only redneck from the South. And, you know, again, guys up in, when you grow up in Connecticut, Massachusetts, whatever, again, you grow up around like 2% black. And you grow up, you know, like the way I did in the South, not far from Atlanta and whatever. You know, again, you had like 40% black in the suburbs, and you had like 65% in the city. You know, again, we have to understand things are very, very different. And again, I love black folks. Always have. And I love rednecks, and I love, you know. But the thing is, guys, man, we have got to be able to make jokes. People got to be able to say things without people getting offended. And again, if I say something about fried chicken or watermelon or whatever, you know, again, I'm a bad person. I can't say that. I'm being racist. But again, they can literally point me out and say, "Look at that white guy with the American flag hat on." You know, again, he is a white supremacist. He's a KKK Nazi. Yeah. You know, and again, they don't have to even be joking about that. They're serious. And again, that's kind of what the difference is here. Again, you can't joke about stuff, but they can literally call you something and be serious. And again, it can end, you know, your career or whatever. And again, they're allowed to. People that they have no problem with that, but God Almighty, don't you make a joke. But I'm going to show you the last joke that really kind of got the folks. Watch.
What's happening right now? It is incredible. Ukraine versus Russia, Israel, it's like bad soccer games. Who even cares? What are we doing? Why is our money involved in these wars? When it comes to Israel and Palestine, we're all thinking the same thing. Settle your stuff already. Best out of 3. Rock, paper, scissors. You know the Palestinians are going to throw rock every time. But you also know the Jews have a hard time throwing that paper. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're having fun now.
That was funny. That was funny. In a weird way, refreshing. It really is. You know, again, we got to understand, the left, they're very stuffy. You can't make fun of certain people. You can't say certain things. You can't. If you're bad, and that's all there is to it. I mean, again, like AOC got so offended that they said these jokes. It's like, AOC, who the hell cares? Well, I can't see how good and moral I am. I get offended by everything for everyone. See, not good, you're not moral, you're evil. And that's what you're showing everyone. Because again, you can't take, or at least you say you can't take, anyone saying anything about anyone other than the white man. But here's the thing. You actually say things that are mean, actually intending them to be mean against the white man. You had no problem with that. No problem at all. But again, you won't even joke, get mad when anyone else jokes about a black person or about a brown woman or about an Asian or what, you get offended. As a matter of fact, you won't joke about it, but you get offended when anyone else jokes about it. So again, you're really, really, really good, right? No, you're not. You're fake. Because like I said, then you'll turn right around. You'll be mean to white men, and you'll actually intend to be mean. And that's what's going on there. There's hate, and you're covering up the hate by trying to pretend to be virtuous. And that's something the left, they know quite well. But hey guys, man, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
You son of a